So can you also talk a little bit about some of the tools you have over there? Because I know you have some, and then we've ordered some.
Yes, I have. I've only
So-
brought 3 tools with me.
But especially your knives.
Say it again?
Which side is the inside of the cow?
Oh, this is the outside. This is the derma, this part here. And this part here is the flesh. So in
Knives.
that book she was looking at that book in which they scrape the flesh off the back of the skin when the Indians are tanning the animal. They scrape it all off so that all that is left is this part here. Sometimes,
Yeah. So can you explain, when you say this is 3.5 ounce, what is
this is 3.5
So
ounces.
what does that mean in?
It's just their description. 3.5 ounce is
Per square foot? 3.5 pounds per square foot?
3.5, I don't know, that's the name of it. 3.5
That's how
ounces.
you do canvas.
Oh, okay.
Might be, no, not square foot, decimeter. They're in decimeters. They have to multiply by 1.1 in order to get the footage.
So what would be the heaviest? These are
The
3.5.
heaviest would probably be this one here.
Yeah,
Because when they emboss it, they compress it.
okay.
Okay, and when it gets
So,
compressed, it gets stiffer.
What do you
and-
think this was originally measured out at?
I have no idea.
5-6 ounce?
No, 5-6 ounces is a really heavy weight.
It's
I
really
didn't-
thick.
Yeah, it's really thick. It's about this thickness, about this thickness on its own. I didn't bring. Yeah, this is the other one I wanted to show you. It looks like that Bodega Veneta woven, but it's a pure skin. If you hold it up to the light, there's little tiny holes. You can't see it on this light, can you? But it's funny, because on my light, you can see it.
So it's embossed or is it woven?
And the different
Can
parts
you
they
see
use.
if you move it around the
Yeah, I
light?
could see the holes. So
Okay.
it's embossed?
It's embossed, it's not
So it's
woven.
embossed
Yeah.
to look like a weave?
And it's the same people who make this.
Wow.
So they're really meticulous. I know they're really, really good.
So can you also talk about the tools over here? Some of these are ours, but some of them are yours, and this thing for sure.
Yeah, what is that?
That is something you can stitch with.
Let's hold it up so we can
Those
stitch.
giant tweezers.
So this is for hand stitching?
Yeah, it is. One thread, 2 needles.
Okay,
One
and how
thread.
do you,
I thought it was a
And
crutch
you
for a
put
while,
the
yeah.
item-
so you put it between your knees?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
What's a vice?
And I
it's a
have.
vice.
Exactly. Okay, it's a thigh vise. Okay?
You don't
I
need no
can't-
stinking thigh.
I usually would put a piece of leather in that wouldn't be this. I would put maybe that one, something like,
This?
no, I was looking for a purse.
Oh,
Yeah, just something to slide over. But I'm not gonna hand stitch this, am I? My
no, but
hand-
at least we know what this is. So
Okay.
did you make this, or did you,
This?
yeah,
No. Somebody else made it in Spain. This was, I couldn't do that.
well, that's why I was wondering where it came from. So this is a traditional design?
Yeah, it is. It also comes where they cut it off and they put it on a little seat. And didn't we find that, Tom, in the book?
Mhm, yeah.
There was a book that has a little seat.
And it has a name of, what's the name of the device? Has a name to it?
Well,
It's a wooden thingy?
Thingy.
One book is in, what is that language?
Oh,
No, Hungarian.
Basque.
The Hungarian book.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
one book's in Hungarian, so
Oh.
I don't know. And the other book is in Danish, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh.
What's it called? No, there's keep going back a page or so. Yeah, so I'll try
Anyway,
with
it's
this.
a tool.
A
It's a
Danish
tool.
thigh vice.
Okay,
Danish thigh.
here's what I would do. I would have, in one hand, I have a long thread with 2 needles on the end, okay? 1 needle on each end.
On each end, okay.
On each end, okay? And in this hand, because I'm left-handed, I have my little piercing, triangular diamond-shaped bladed from Spain, little thing that I pierce, and then I pass through, I pull it out.
So is that this? Or something like it?
Something like this is a round one. The one that I have has got a diamond shape on the end. So it makes a diamond shaped hole.
Oh, okay.
Makes a diamond shaped hole. And I didn't bring you, but if I come back again, I'll bring you my finished work from Spain that has all of those hands stitched in it. And they're up there on the wall, not to be sold. Okay. Anyway, I pierce it, put the needle through like this, pull through one. Same hand that's got the little, what is it called? I don't know what, I don't even
It's
know what
like
it's.
an awl, but it's a diamond
It's like
shape.
a diamond shaped awl with a blade that I keep very clean and don't let anybody use for glue. Because they like to pick up my things and stick them in the glue pot, and now it ruins the point. The guys are terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I put it through, and then I wrap the thread around the needle point and pull it. When I pull it, both needles out, it forms a knot inside that diamond shape.
Oh,
The diamond shape has it, so it's a knotted wax thread, and it actually knots up.
wow.
It actually knots up.
And it's really secure.
And
so
I
the
also have
stitching doesn't pull
something,
loose.
I have something with 6 little angled markers that I can punch out my entire
Pre-punch
item,
holes,
so
yeah.
so I can see where I'm going. I don't have to look for it,
Right.
right? And I just continue along and try not to have to get up and
And
empty
that
the
would be
phone.
like to sew the edge of the bag closed or the top of the
That would
something,
be-
flap on or
Which
something?
one would I do? I could do it, I did it on mostly
here?
clutches. Yeah, it would be done on, I did it on clutches, but clutches that were heavier than this.
Mhm.
And this one's whip stitch.
So the outside edge is what you're talking about?
Yeah, the outside edge would be like that. That's a good one, thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll just-
Well, I'll just put it in like this.
This is the granddaddy of all books for.
What I like is about these things, they're finished so nicely on the inside. I didn't want to ruin them by opening them up anymore.
So you would put it into the vise?
Yeah, I would put it in like this. And I would start, I would actually start, maybe I would start here, like that. I might have to do that. But I don't know where I would start on this. It depends as I'm putting the bag together, it's in pieces. It's never like this. This is the last piece to go on. So I would probably stitch up this piece, one,
It does have a few. It's the edge of the tool.
and then the front piece. But this is a whip stitch anyway. You can see this is hand, this is not hand stitched here. It's all done on the sewing machine.
That's beautiful.
A lot of it is glued too. Very nice sort of attention. And this one has that little piece right there. That's why I think that Tom asked me how old it was. I think it's got to be 100 years old because this piece went on the back. And my mom had, you carry it like this.
Oh, yeah.
You
it's a
slip your
handle.
hand through it. And that
Right.
came, I
It's more
think, around the
secure.
20s or the 30s or the, well, you would know, wouldn't you? It's a very nice.
I'm not that old.
No, but you know about design. History of
Historical
design.
research.
Nothing to do with old. I just know that you have a good background in
You have
history.
history.
History, yeah. So I brought it because it's an original. I didn't touch it, and it
Amazing.
looks so much like the one that they've done. They did such a, when you consider that they're doing these bags like for 25, 30 years, and they're still coming out good.
Yeah.
They're still doing a nice job on it.
So that's the vintage.
That's the real animal. This is the copy. This is the cow.
So what is the real animal? Alligator or?
Cayman alligator, yeah. Mhm.
Mm.
And right down to the little stuff. I
It's a
love.
bigger one than these then.
Yeah, that one I purchased about 10 years ago. We were making belts out of it. And that one is, let's see the size of it. Pretty close.
This was the grandpa.
Pretty
Much
close.
bigger.
Yeah, this just takes, it took 2 skins. And then this one went on the
Oh, I
front.
see.
I only use 1 for 1, yeah.
So that's why they only made clutches out of them, because they're so small.
And it's amazing to me that the skin is still decent, because a lot of times they just dry up.
Easier to catch, I guess.
I was told that Fidham had some very nice skins in the gift shop there. Someone told me I should go down there, and I thought, I don't need to look at it.
When did they tell you? Because they go pretty quick. I
Huh?
bought them.
Have you?
When did they tell you?
Oh, some months ago.
It's probably gone. I was there recently. Yeah. Usually when they get skins, they are good and they're good price. I bought skins there like amazing, but they're gone in like 2 days. So
Really?
in the little student shop.
I don't know, I've never been there.
Oh, it's fun.
Is it? Don't
Oops.
get me
No, no,
started. Oh,
If you
and
wanna
this-
go, I'll meet you
This
there.
is very interesting also. You want me to talk about these
Yeah.
tools, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know about this tool. I know it's for piercing.
This is ours, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
an all.
I have one like it though.
have mine
I never
already.
use it. I always use the triangular shaped one,
Is that also in the all?
the diamond. Yeah, it looks
Diamond
just like this, it's just
Okay.
bigger.
I
Yeah,
want
I
to learn how
wonder
you
why
got
they make it
stitch
so
work.
dinky.
And then
Well,
you
they
make
make
them in
all
different
the
sizes,
ones.
JoAnn.
You
You're also telling me
If you
about the
want one of those
knives.
diamond ones, Tony,
Yeah.
is Tony scissors
This,
I'm teaching etching.
I couldn't hear what he said.
That kind of diamond shaped tool, where are they available?
Well, I don't know.
She's
I
had one for
inherited
years.
them. Some I brought from you.
Etchers
I have a
would-
box full of, someone gave me their tools.
Right.
I never used them, a guy. And so,
Etchers would have those for carving on metal.
but I think,
Yeah.
who?
Etchers.
Etchers that carve on metal with the same kind of tool. It's a
Diamond shape?
It's a diamond shape cut at an angle.
No, it's not cut at an
Oh,
angle.
you just cut straight
It's
across?
exactly like this, except the end has been finished in 4 sides.
Oh.
So it makes a diamond shaped hole, so when you're stitching with a knot on the inside of the hole, it locks it. It makes room for that little extra
Right.
twist.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could just go in and out with this.
Right.
I don't know, I've never used this one yet.
Tandy leather might be a place to check too.
Yeah, they have a lot of tools, so they might.
But it might be in that book by, the book that I brought in by, what's his name, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, and I'll call him up tomorrow and find out, he's got a lot of tools in
So
there.
this is Siegel of California since
He's-
1917. It's a wholesale catalog.
Yeah,
And
He's
he's got a
in
website, Siegel of, so it's SIEGELOFCA.com. And
he's
it's-
not of California anymore, he moved to North Carolina,
Oh,
and he's,
So it's not Fred Siegel.
no, it's not Fred Siegel at all.
So it's
No.
a whole catalog of
But
tools.
it's a whole catalog of everything. In the beginning, it's animals, he just sent me an
Wow.
email. He's got South African goat at $5.95 a square foot. They're usually $102 per skin. I'll give you the thing, it's in my, it just came in on my phone. He put me on the special list, so. that's
Well,
nice.
we'll
And you
get
can
it from
on-
you and
Yeah,
we'll-
you can get it from him. Yeah,
Yeah,
these
so
are,
this is the Hungarian book.
this is
Wow.
fabulous. Falling to pieces, but fabulous. I've made quite a few of the things from there. And all of their, in the beginning, they have pictures of,
Budapest. Is there a year on it? 1986, Budapest.
yeah. Right, and here you have tools.
You could pick one up over there on your
Weaving.
next trip, Justine.
Weavings, beautiful. Yeah, there's that little seat with the thing on it.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay.
So I think that this is a nice skin, very nice skin to work with. And I'm sorry I still have some left, I should have used it up.
So can we talk about the rest of those tools over
Yes,
there?
you keep saying that and I keep on. Okay, so what we have here are a pair of scissors.
Put the stuff in
Oh, those are nice. Those are ours, yeah.
Oh, really?
We have them. We've been hiding them away.
Those Wiss? Has
These are
anybody
for
used
leather.
them?
Last term somebody used
I
them.
have never used a scissor, except on the thin skins
Yeah.
on leather.
For the-
So that one
Yeah, they're
is, and this is the Osborne. This is good.
Yeah, so this is one of the new knives we have. So you were talking about how you hold the knife.
Well, I just think that.
Well, say a little bit more about that.
I think it's important, I'm left-handed, And usually most of my tools have got a special handle just for me. And I developed it over, I got a bigger handle and carved it down and wore it down and just made it so it fit me. This doesn't see, this fits me okay. I guess if I knew how to use this, it would be better. But I've never used anything like this.
Yeah, so this is a curved
This
blade,
is
and
really,
then we
this
have,
is really uncomfortable here.
we have another blade that's a straight blade.
Right, you do.
And then
do.
you were talking about your blades.
Right, these are blades from Saderma. The holder comes separately, and the blade comes separately in a box. I think I bought 100 of them at some point. And it slides out. If I unpop it, it's sprung, so you have to be strong to unpop it.
Yeah.
And then this slides out. I can sharpen it and put it back in here. And I use the end here for marking the leather when I'm doing something, and I want to remember where to put the thing that I need to put. I just mark it with this thing that's glue. God.
So being left-handed, does the blade being on this side bother you?
No, I cut right-handed.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Even though the handles are?
I learned to cut right-handed. I can
Oh.
cut with my blade in my left hand and my scissors in my right hand. I don't say that it comes out the same, but I can't do that. Yeah, it's funny, there's some certain
Yeah,
things.
because the handle for
It will
this
only work like that, yeah.
are left-handed.
Yeah.
But the blade is on the opposite side. But this is how they're making the left-handed scissors now.
Are
They're
they?
not, yeah, they don't change the blade orientation. They
Really?
just change the handles.
Is it screwed on? Yes, good, that's good.
I have a pair of left-handed hangers that I've never opened, maybe.
Interesting.
From my store.
So I've never used these.
Okay.
Anybody use them? Have you used them?
Yeah, we've had students use them last year.
And they're good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, they're brand fairly new. And then I wanted you to talk about these because this is yours and then this
Right.
is our newer one. And you were talking about the brand.
Yeah, it's Osborne.
Osborne.
Osborne is in the book. It's one of the best, I think they're English, I'm not positive, but I think that Blanchard is the French one. This is Blanchard.
And
And
what is
this is
this for?
Blanchard. This shaves the leather. I can I can unscrew the pieces
Here, let's just hold it up so you can see what it is.
and yeah. It looks archaic, but it works really well.
Like shaving the fuzz from.
Yeah, I can pull this through, open it up, tighten it up on both ends, and then pull it toward
Oh,
me.
you just pull it through.
Yeah, pull it toward
Oh,
you,
wow.
and this is sharp, Tom says. I believe he's right. Yeah.
So it makes it thinner.
So it's
It
just
does
the
make,
belts?
it makes it thinner. It makes it as thin as these two. Yeah, no, not these two. There's two stapled together.
Oh.
Well, they'll be around here somewhere. They're not going anywhere. Here they are. Right. Starts out this thick. This is that 3.5 ounce black. And then I send it to the guy in Culver City who's just closing his business now after 55 years. And he shaves it down to this size. So now I'll have to do it myself. That'll be okay. At least he'll do something for me. But you can see the difference in the thickness of the leather.
Yeah.
This one to this one. And this makes that piping that goes around the edge here.
Oh, you shaved it down.
The very thin, yeah, the very thin piping,
And
yeah.
it'd be hard to
Okay.
control if you didn't have it thick.
What's that?
It'd be a lot harder to make it if it was really thick like this.
Well, you
To
only
make
do one
piping,
side at
yeah.
a time. I cut a big piece so that you could see what it was like.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to do on soft leather, not thin leather, soft lamb.
Oh.
Very hard to pass through. It wants to bunch up and run away. So that's it, yeah. So you wanted me to talk about this and this.
Yeah,
I
those two.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is an Osborne, and these are both Osbornes. This is a new one, and this is one I've had for a long time.
Yeah, it's amazing the difference.
It is.
The weight, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're making things out of thinner
Well, this,
material.
yeah, I don't know if that's aluminum. Yeah.
I don't know what it
And
is.
this is a definitely, yours is I mean, just the weight of it.
It feels good, doesn't
much
it?
heavier.
And I mean, I'm not like a dainty person, but that's just the right size for me.
Yeah.
Plus, you can work with it. I was just wondering about this. It looked to me like, did you just buy this?
Yeah,
I think one of these it's got a chip in it.
oh, could be.
Well, there it is, right
Oh, Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I think we bought it last year.
Oh, okay. Well, you
So
can,
You
at
can
some point,
replace them?
I think you can replace them, but Ilya knows how to, what does he do with them? He does something tricky with them. Like he
And then-
grinds them down on his wheel,
Oh.
and then he goes inside with
It
a
opens
file.
out.
Yeah.
And then
he-
you were also saying that you put a piece
Right,
of
I
leather
do,
on the
and I
back
would do the same
before
thing here.
you cut?
Here's what I would do. I would take a piece of leather that would
Do
be
you want
at
scrap?
least.
Do you want scrap that's not yours, or?
Well, if you have something that's hard or thin, I could just, I won't actually use it, I'll
There's a
just
nice piece
demonstrate.
of-
Yeah, I only know this is too soft, I think.
Oh, so you need a hard piece?
I need a hard piece.
Oh, okay.
I need a piece to protect the anvil. You see,
Okay.
this is about, I would say, maybe 30 years old,
Yeah.
and I've never changed it. So I need something, what I would do if I had this, I would just double it up and put it in here. I'm not gonna do that though, because I'm gonna use that for something. Maybe I have a piece of scrap here.
But it's okay, so.
Yeah, so I would
You
just,
don't need to actually punch it.
yeah, I
That
punch the
piece, that
hole
brown piece
until
of-
you can hear the click go through once. That means you haven't hit the anvil. It'll go through the leather, you can hear it.
The corner of that.
It might be too thin. I heard the little click right there. That's it. And it didn't go through anything more than that. In fact, there it is. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I like to find old tools if I can, because they seem to be more substantial.
Quality.
Yeah. But I could actually, this is good. Nothing wrong with it. And I make sure, whenever I use it, I put it away where nobody can see where it is.
So these,
Yeah.
you know, Ace has these, this was like $25. So I'm assuming that these cheap ones probably don't last that long.
I'm wondering if Save More
Would have
has got a better one.
Mhm.
They used to, and then there's a place that moved out, that used to be on Venice Boulevard, that moved out to, 714 area code. And they used to carry things too. I have their catalog, but I think that you might be able to find old tools at the, what is that, Vermont Avenue all the way down south. They have a place where they sell a lot of old things, like it's not a market exactly. But anyway, what is this?
Photo of this.
This is a little
What is
mallet.
that tool called there, Justine?
This one,
Is that a
I don't
skiver?
know.
Huh, what?
Is that a skiver? That-
What is
Yeah,
this?
this is the one that I put through.
Yeah.
So that's a skiver?
This is a skiving, a hand
Skiver.
skiver from Blanchard, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw it on there.
Yeah, Blanchard of Paris.
Is this in your way?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get some
It's very good. I mean, it's been hanging on the wall, and if I need to use it, I'll take it down and use it, and it will work. You know, I might have to work on it for half an hour to get it exactly the way I want it, but it'll work. Do you like this little purse?
That's my
It's
favorite.
adorable.
I love the color.
It's from Hermes. In the catalog, it's $2,200 for this bag, and they have every color. They have a double-page spread of every color you could think of, without the pocket on the inside, unlined, without the pocket on the inside. For $2,200, I couldn't believe it. And I said, I think I can make that.
So you knocked it off?
Yeah. It's been in my shop, for at least 5, maybe 10 years.
It's beautiful.
Maybe 10 years, and I had an orange one, and I didn't realize I had sold one when I first made it to my upstairs neighbor in my old building. And she came in with it and wanted another one, and I said, I didn't even know you had it. It was cracked and awful looking. It was just, she said, I'm wearing it every day for 8 years.
Aw.
So I made her a new one, and she didn't like it. She's so thin that the corners hit her in the hip.
Oh.
It was a little too hard for her. So I made her another one in silver, and she loved it. But in the meantime, she borrowed the orange one. I have an orange one like this. So she wouldn't give it back. So she bought it. That's it. She bought the silver one and the orange one. She's adorable.
I'd love to wear that one.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
It is.
I love the fact that it was an older piece of leather. It's been sitting, the orange one and this one have been sitting on my shelf a long time. And every time somebody, yeah, it doesn't say a price on it. It says not for sale. That's
Not
what
for
it
sale.
says, yeah. But anyway, I've got another one I'm thinking about coming out, one we put together, but didn't quite make it, so maybe I'll go back and try to, I think the leather was too heavy. So I've got it all together, except these pieces aren't on this.
So this is calfskin, right?
This is pebble grain, cow.
Cows. Okay,
Cow.
Cows leather.
Yeah, it is, but it's before, they stopped making the leather the same way that they used to.
Well, the color is what I thought was really interesting. Do you color some of your leathers, or you buy it colored already?
No, I buy them all colored, and sometimes I do an antiquing process over them. I smear over kind of a faded black or something on a dry cloth. I just kind of
Like shoe
dull it
polish,
down.
or-
No, a dye.
Shoe polish.
It's a dye, yeah. A dye on a, yeah. It's funny how people fall in love with certain bags, isn't it?
Well, this is the color of my kitchen,
Oh, yeah.
and I love to officially wrap it up, but people can stay and talk.
Oh, yeah.
as long as
I
they
just
want.
wanted to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a leg of an ostrich.
Oh, my God.
And it makes a beautiful belt. It's a reptile.
No, I mean,
It's a reptile. It has a nice finish to it. It's beautiful and soft. And I had leftover.
I thought ostrich was bumpy. Is that?
It is bumpy. This is the
The
leg
leg
though.
part. Oh, I see.
This
Just
is
the
the
leg.
shin. The shin.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's totally after
Yeah, the
wrapped up.
ostrich bums.
Okay, well, thank you, JoAnn. So let's
Thank
get
you.
ready.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
for
you so
sharing.
much. Yeah.
Wouldn't that give him more, less pain, less
Well,
painful?
because
fingers?
if you have more
Has to
fabric,
be thin leather to begin with.
Right, and then
but if you
just-
have it longer and you've got more to pull, you've got a little bit more to work with if you have longer.